Hey guys, it's Baban and I just want to do a quick video on tablet gloves. Little glovies for drawing. Now I haven't really planned this, so I'm just going to talk about them a little bit. I think they are really good, but you know, a lot of people whinge that they're expensive. And this isn't one of the expensive ones, it's a Huion one. But they are really, really useful because I've got a big Cintiq. If I draw on it with just my hand, I want to show you how it affects. That's me, like, sort of pressing down and moving across. Like, my hand will stick to it. My hand isn't really clammy, but because of the texture of skin, it is gonna stick to the glass somewhat. And if I'm drawing a line like this, it sort of slows me down and then the line gets wobbly and it's just a pain in the ass. But put my glove on and that's me putting the same amount of effort in, and it's much easier for me to draw a line. And it's much easier to like bounce back from a line like this and continue with it. Whereas if I didn't have it on, it's a bit more difficult to actually move your hand around because it sticks. And like I say, it doesn't matter how clammy or not clammy or how sweaty your hands get, because I've just washed mine and they still stick to it. You can get ones that have either got 2 fingers or just the 1 finger, so like that. I guess it depends on how you hold the pen, because the way I hold the pen, sometimes a bit of that finger will touch the screen and I don't want it like getting in the way like that, because that's still going to slow me down even if it's just a little bit of my finger touching it. You don't really want any skin to be touching the screen of the tablet. Because I've mentioned before about the Cintiq, like, it feels smooth with your hand, but once you put the pen on it, the nibs, it's got more of a papery feel to it, like smooth paper, and I don't know how that happens, if it's in the nib or the glass of the screen, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, what was I going to say? Anyway, my one's a Huion. Huion. I think I got it off eBay for like £11, I think it was. Because I didn't want to get a smudge guard because they're like 30 quid. And I guess they're good, but when it comes to it, it is just a piece of stretchy fabric to fit your hand. And I think smudge guard are trying to like corner the market or something, but you can get other ones, you can get pretty cheap ones on eBay, and you know, 11 quid isn't bad. And this one's perfectly fine, like I say, as long as it's comfy on you. But what I did, it was actually too big, because I think it was like one size fits all. What I went and did was it tailored it a bit. I don't know if you can see, but it's got like a little bit of stitching, like extra stitching on it. I went and tailored it to fit my hand, which is really, you don't need to worry about the size of it as long as you've got a needle and thread. You can tailor it to fit your hand. Now, don't go asking me where to get them from. You've got Google, you can go and do that. I'm just explaining how they work and why they're useful. I've got a little bamboo tablet as well, and the texture of that isn't as bad for sticking on because it is a bit rougher. It's not as like sticky as skin is on glass. It's a lot more like this sort of texture, so my hand will glide across it easier. But it is a little bit smoother with a glove, but I wouldn't say you definitely need one if you've got a tablet that isn't like glass that you draw on like this. It'd help like minimally, but it's not really as great as effect as it helps on glass. So yeah, look for one that's in your price range, or I guess you could make one if you can find the stuff. It's like a really, I don't know the name of the fabric, but it's like thin and stretchy. I don't know the names of fabrics, but yeah, it's this sort of fabric, if you can tell and go and find the fabric. Yeah, so you could make one, or otherwise you just want to get the one with the number of fingers that you want on it. You want to, if it does have sizes, get the one you think. But when you do get it, I would recommend, even if it is fitting you quite well, I'd recommend fitting it, because you can see mine fits my fingers pretty much exactly now, because I've tailored it like to the shape and size of my fingers so that it fits on well, which helps a lot, because you know, the less stuff you've got in the way of your drawing, the more natural it feels. So yeah, I hope that helps someone, because these are a bit of a thing that people like to argue about or whatever, because they cost so much. Yeah, I hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.